Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here in the world of Explorer. Today we're going to be playing a fun one. We're going to be playing Simic Ramp. So this uses cards like Arboreal Grazer, plus Azusa's Many Journeys, Growth Spiral, and Topiary Stomper to get out really powerful 5, 7, and 10 drops with Cavalier of Thorns, Nissa Who Shakes the World, Agent of Treachery, and Ulamogs. So how do we survive in the meantime? Well, Arboreal Grazer is a great blocker. Topiary Stomper eventually becomes a really powerful attacker and blocker. And we also have Hydroid Traces for some late game card draw and just some big flyers in the air. In the sideboard, we have 3 Healer the Glades for the for the more aggressive decks, 2 Aether Gust against mono red and mono green, as well as Gruul, 4 Mystical Disputes against the control blue decks, as well as the regular aggressive mono blue spirits, 2 Negates for the control decks, 3 Weathered Runestone against any of the graveyard decks, and we also have a ton of lands. So we have a bunch of the normal Simic lands. We also have 2 Blast Zones. We also have a Beside You and an Otawara as 2 Castle Vantresses. So this deck is going to be an absolute blast to play. I love ramp decks. I love playing big creatures, and so let's do it. Let's Pioneer Explorer together. Thanks so much. All right, we are here with the Simic ramp deck. This hand's actually great. We're gonna keep this. So we're gonna play Temple of Mystery on turn 1 and hope we find another land. At this point, we just want to draw some lands. So Castle Garenbrig is great. We'll draw that next turn. Here we're gonna go probably just Forest, Growth Spiral out a Breeding Pool, then land Topiary Stomper, and we're gonna get a nice little a nice early Cavalier of Thorns, then a very early Agent of Treachery. So I like where we're at. All right, so it looks like our opponent's playing a Simic Flash deck, which is pretty interesting. So we're just gonna pass to them. If they do anything, we will Growth Spiral in response. Haha! I too have a Growth Spiral. Play a Breeding Pool, have it enter the battlefield tapped, pass over to them. See if they have a land. I'm sure that they do, and then they will have 4 mana when they untap, so that's a lot of mana. Okay, so they're playing the Elementals deck. That makes sense. We haven't seen any of the, like, not the pathways, but the, okay, Ashaya. That's kind of scary, I won't lie. So now if we go Forest, Growth Spiral, we can put out a Castle Garenbrig, and then play a Topiary Stomper. And now we're going to have 7 mana when we untap, which is a hefty amount of mana. Here, I'm just gonna get a an island. We have lots of green mana, and we don't have our Nissa in hand, so forests aren't super necessary here. This turn, we actually can just go land Agent of Treachery and take their stuff, and that's gonna be pretty gross. 1 Omnath for you, okay. That is fine by me. Play a landing. Okay, Lotus Cobra's cool. I will certainly be taking their Ashaya here, as long as they allow it. Though they might be able to pop off here, depending on how many cards they can draw. Yeah, you get to do that. You get to deal 4 to me. Make some more mana, and there it goes. Okay, so let's just go Blast Zone. Agent of Treachery. Thank you for the Ashaya. Much appreciated. And then I'm going to attack for 4 here, because they don't have any good blocks whatsoever. And without Ashaya, their deck loses a lot of its power. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see what else they're up to. Ashaya plus Nissa is going to be a lot of mana, I won't lie. We just don't want them to draw too many cards. All right, go to our turn. We're just going to go land. And then probably just play Nissa. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this guy can't actually attack, so go 6. Oh wait, whoops. Let's just go like this, and then play a Nissa, who shakes the entire world, which is pretty cool. And then I'm gonna play a Cavalier of Thorns, see what we get off of it. Hopefully, just a nice little land. Yeah, let's just get Temple of Mystery so we can scry. Mill some stuff, scry a forest to the bottom. We don't need any more lands for the rest of the game here. And then we're just gonna +1 the forest or +1 Nissa and make Temple of Mystery a creature. From here, I think I'm just gonna attack with both my creatures. I'm not gonna attack with this because obviously into Omnath it's pretty bad. So let's just get in there for a bunch of damage. They have to block the Ashaya pretty much. Take 4. I'm gonna play Azusa's Many Journeys because our breeding pool pays for the whole thing. And this way we can just gain some life and eventually get a 3-3. So things are looking pretty good right now. All right, that was an awesome first game for this. Let's go ahead and sideboard. So against them, I kind of like the idea of 1 pull from tomorrow. And from there, I think Aether Gusts are going to be quite strong, and that'll be just about everything I'll need. For taking cards out, I actually think taking out 1 Nissa and probably 1 Azusa's Many Journeys and a Cavalier? No, probably not a Cavalier. Probably just a Hydrocrisis. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take out the pull from tomorrow. This card is at its best when it's against control decks, and you can add instant speed in response to them tapping out, draw a bunch of cards. This hand's really good if I draw a forest, and really not good if I don't. So I think I am gonna mulligan this hand. But yeah, this is much better. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep this. I think I'm gonna put a Topiary Stomper back. No, I'm gonna put a Growth Spiral back. Okay. They're gonna go land go most likely. Ooh, Land Elves. I lied to everybody. All right, play a Breeding Pool tap, pass the turn. Drawing lands here is pretty good. And then next turn, we're just gonna play Forest and hold up Growth Spiral or Aether Gust, depending on what they do. So go Forest, pass to them, see what they want to do. And if it's something scary, we will for sure Aether Gust. But if they go to the end of the turn with nothing having been played, I'm just gonna cast a Growth Spiral. All right, Growth Spiral it is. And then, ooh, drawing a land there is really nice. So let's play a Castle Garenbrig. They have nothing. We're gonna untap. I think I'm just gonna play a tapped Breeding Pool and cast a Topiary Stomper. I don't love the idea of them getting to untap and play an Omnath, but I can always Aether Gust it later. So we're gonna have this enter tapped. We're gonna play a Topiary Stomper, get just a regular forest. Getting all our breeding pools is so great with Nissa because it makes casting blue spells really nice. Like, once Nissa's out, I just need 1 breeding pool to cast this. All right, Fabled Passage is good. Let's see what color they're missing. Yep, that makes sense. So I'm assuming they're gonna drop an Omnath here. But without a Shia, without Lotus Cobra, okay, Escape to the Wild is pretty good. But that does let me untap and have an Aether Gust up, which is pretty bad for them. So here, I'm just gonna go land. And then I think I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Nissa, who shakes the world. Plus the Nissa to untap a forest. And then I'm gonna slay for 3. And I'm just gonna hold up Aether Gust now. Next turn, we could always Topiary Stomper and hold up Aether Gust, but I just think that getting some damage in and being able to stop them is going to be pretty huge here. So let's see what they end up playing. They've got access to 4 cards. None of them are too scary, though. Like, if they play an Omnath, I actually don't know if I care that much. Enters battlefield. So it's going to do 1 damage to something, and then whenever a land enters battlefield, if you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. If they have a Fabled Passage, that would be unfortunate, but I'm not, even then, it's not that big of a deal. Let's see if they've got anything else they want to play. Yep, they can play a Lotus Cobra. That is fine by me. Do they have a land or something? Plains. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can make that guy bigger. You can make a mana. Maybe they get to play a Leafkin Druid as well, which is cool. And then, yeah, that's going to be good. So we're going to go end of our turn. I think I'm just going to Aether Gust the Omnath. Put that. You can either draw it next turn or you don't get it at all. And that's quite nice. Oh, they did not want it. All right, that's good. That's a good sign. So let's just go pay 2 life for Breeding Pool. We're gonna cast a Topiary Stomper. And then we're going to go ahead and get a forest. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Cavalier. Get another land. Ooh, Temple of Mystery is great. Being able to scry off that is just so nice. Topiary Stomper. I don't think I need a Topiary Stomper here. And then I'm just gonna +1 the Nissa. I will animate the new Temple of Mystery and slay for a whole bunch of damage. They don't have any good blocks here. And we're gonna get him to 3 off of this attack. Yeah, this is, oof. They have a tiny chance of being able to combo here and just play a million things, but it's just gonna be hard. Lotus Cobra's a good start. Omnath's also a good follow-up. If they have a land, basically, okay, they needed a Fabled Passage. From here, it's very unlikely that they're gonna be able to stop me now. Oh, maybe they have, if they're adding red mana, they might actually have a board wipe of some kind? No. Okay, Omnath, Locust of the Royal, so they had a second one. You get to do a bunch of damage to something. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. And then untap. Ooh, Hydroid Crisis is a good draw. So let's just go 1. Oh wait, undo. Go add 4 mana, spend that on Castle Garenbrig. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do this 4, so we have 14 mana, so we can make a 12/12 Hydroid Crisis. Yikers. That's going to be a real problem for them because I'm going to draw a ton of cards. Oh, that's such a good draw. So we're going to go Temple of Mystery now. See what we see on top. We do not need an Arboreal Grazer. But what else we can do is we can actually +1 the Breeding Pool, hold it back, and keep up an Aether Gust, which is super annoying for them. Let's just get in there with Topiary Stompers and a Cavalier. They don't have great blocks here, but they can block at least. Yep, that's fine. You have to block something else. It's gonna have to be with a Lotus Cobra. And I like that. So, yeah. Take some damage, go to 3. Basically, they have to win this turn or they lose. And we actually have an Aether Gust up that they have to fight through as well. So that's gonna make it pretty difficult. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna counter the Cavalier. I don't really want them to be able to get a land and start drawing cards and making mana, so... All right, they get to play Omnath, they get to make some mana. What mana are you making, though? Okay, gain 4 life, draw the Cavalier, but they still can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can't play it. All right, we did it. All right, here we are with the Simic ramp deck. This hand's a little bit scary, but we have 28 lands in the deck, so I'm comfortable keeping it because I think there's a good chance we could draw a land in the top 2 cards. Obviously, we'd like to top deck one so we can go Topiary Stomper, but even if not, I think we still have enough time to be able to get out potentially get out the Topiary Stomper before it becomes a problem. All right, well, that worked out. Play Topiary Stomper, go get Island. That way we can play a Growth Spiral. All right, go ahead and pass the turn to them. See what they're up to. So some sort of Simic deck as well. All right, I'm gonna start with a Growth Spiral here. See what we can draw. They might counter it. All right, so getting a Blast Zone out is fine. I'm gonna pass the turn now. See what they're up to. So they wasted 2 mana. I was expecting some sort of Growth Spiral themselves. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay. This feels like also a Simic ramp deck of some kind, which is kind of cool. But, you know what? We must show them who the best Simic ramp player is here, though. So let's just wreck this nerd. Why would it leave Blast Zone up? Explain that to me, please, somebody. 3, 4, 5. We would really like to hit a forest off of this, though even if we don't, it's fine. Okay, Cavalier. Oh, all right, we hit a forest. I'm now going to just play a Growth Spiral. See if we can hit a land. Oh, yeah, we can. I'm going to play this. You can only play it on the green side. Get in there for 4. And things are looking pretty good now. Because we have 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. They're going to be at, like... Well, let's see. So they are playing Jwari Disruption, so that's good to know. Our opponent... Okay, so it looks like they're coming in there for... They've got 4 cards in hand, rather. 5 mana. Let's see what they decide to do with it, though. Oh, can you guys hear the person mowing the lawn outside? That's annoying. Okay, they played at Lotus Field and conceded. All right, well, that was sweet. Let's just go ahead, put Aether Gusts in. I'm gonna put Mystical Disputes in. It seems like that's gonna be good against them. Then I'm gonna drop down probably 1 Agent of Treachery, 2 Azusa's Many Journeys, and then 1 Nissa, and let's just go with 2 Mystical Disputes. All right, here we are in game number 2. This hand is interesting. I actually think I'm gonna keep it because we get to scry a bunch off the Temple of Mysteries, and it's got some early ramp. So we're gonna go, ooh, Blast Zone was not the card we wanted to draw, but let's just play Arboreal Grazer. See, it worked out last game because having 28 lands means hitting our land drops is easy, but sometimes having 28 lands means you just draw tons of lands. Lands shall go to the bottom. All right, so that's fine. We're just gonna definitely put any land on the bottom. Yeah, gosh. That is not what we want to see. Pass to them. Now, depending on what we draw, we could play Temple of Mystery, Scry, and just hold up Aether Gust. Ooh, definitely gonna just play Temple of Mystery, Scry, and hold up both of these. Keep Cavalier on top. Pass the turn to them. See what they do. Hopefully they don't do anything I really want to Aether Gust, because I would love to be able to just Growth Spiral here, but... actually, I think that's fine. Is it fine? No, it's probably not fine. Dang it. I don't want them to be able to play like a Lotus Field or something. That would be super annoying. And it makes them waste their turn. It just slows our deck down quite a bit, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So they did not want to keep the Dryad. So let's just go Blast Zone, Pass Zone. See what they're doing. So they're gonna untap, they're gonna have 4 mana. They could play a Lotus Field. Okay, Jawari Ruin. All right, at the end of the turn, we're just gonna play Growth Spiral, put out a Castle Garenbrig, untap, and play. Okay, so from here, I'm actually gonna play a Forest and play a Cavalier. But let's just tap like this just to make them wonder if we have some sort of counter spell. So go like this, play an... Oh. Well, I was supposed to play Cavalier. Nissa's also fine, though. +1. Animate Temple of Mystery. Slay for 3. Dang. Well, that's unfortunate. Brazen Borrower, okay. Alright, dude. I do not know what this guy's playing, but it's kind of a cool deck, to say the least. We're against Dad Nauseum. That's awesome. That's a really, really good name. Dad Nauseum, you're a cool dude. I like that. All right, so let's see what Dad Nauseum's up to. They're gonna have 5 mana when they untap. So we have to keep Brazen Borrower and Petty Thefts in mind now. Lotus Field, all right. So they didn't have anything they wanted to play with that mana. Untap. All right, let's just go Blast Zone. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play a Nissa who shakes the whole world. She's gonna be shaking all sorts of worlds. Go ahead and untap the... Probably just a... Actually, let's just get the Castle Garenbrig. Get in there for 3. And then untap, or then play Cavalier. And this is gonna be pretty nice. So we're in a pretty good spot here. They do have Lotus Field, so I'm curious if they're gonna do anything fancy with Lotus Field. Oh, they had the Jawari Disruption. That's pretty good. All right, so go ahead. They've got lots of mana now. 6 mana for a Vorinclex. Definitely chumping here. Do not want to lose our Nissa. Okay. They are putting themselves in a dangerous spot by doing that, though. So I'm going to start by attacking with both of these, getting them to 6. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7, 9 mana. And then I'm going to go ahead and plus to untap, I think just a Blast Zone. Tap the Blast Zone to make a Hydrate Crisis for X equals 10. Okay, or wait, rather, X equals 8. Whoops. X equals 8. And this will draw me 4 cards. It's gonna give me a bunch of life. I definitely like my position here. Wait. A non-creature you control, it becomes a 0/0 elemental. Why is this just a 1/1? Oh, because of Vorinclex. Oh, that's funny. Oh, is it my go, dude? I see. I'm gonna keep an Otawara. I actually think Otawara is fine, so I can bounce something. Pass to them. Let's see what else they've got going on. Can't believe the guy just Yorgo'd me. Chill, dude. We're just vibing. So now you get to make a 6/6 with Nissa, or you can just ultimate it, but I don't think that's what you want to do. All right, let's see what else they've got going on. Because now we can like Aether Gust the Vorinclex. We can, if they minus it, I'll be very happy. Because then they don't get to kill they get to kill Nissa, but they can't like, yeah, this is gonna be fine. All right, so that's annoying, but that's probably the play that they should make. Vorinclex is cool. Maybe I should build a deck with this guy. That's sweet. All right, get there for 6. Are they going to attack with the Vorinclex though? I assume not, so no blocks here. This is all fine and dandy. And then if we bounce that, we can go 3, 6. They can block. Okay, so they have to be able to play something else here or they die. All right, Hydrate Crisis for X equals 1. So now I can go land, and I believe they are just dead, right? So we can go, yeah, they are. Because we can go Island, Aether Gust the Vorinclex, and then we're just going to Otawara the Hydroid Crisis and swing for lethal. And that's going to be pretty good. Should we hit him with the Yorgo? Because they hit us with the Yorgo. Get in there for lethal. Oh, I couldn't say Yorgo. Good game, buddy. All right, here we are with the Simic ramp deck. I don't think I can keep this hand. We're on the draw. Our opponent mulliganed. Man, maybe I do keep this. I can still, it doesn't actually slow me down because of the Blast Zone. So I think this is gonna be fine. Oh, they mulled to 5. So let's find out which version of the Yorion deck this is, if it's Elementals or Control. So that makes me think Control. All right, play Temple of Mystery. We really did not want to see another Castle Garenbrig, but what are you gonna do? Yep, we're just gonna put that on the bottom and pass. Then we're gonna go Blast Zone Azusa's Many Journeys in Castle Garenbrig. Yeah, they don't actually have any good targets with Thoughtseize. They're probably going to take the Hydroid Crisis because it's my only threat, but we'll see. I'm surprised they didn't do this last turn. Maybe they just drew it. That would make sense. So, yep, that's what they do. Ugh, that's so annoying that we didn't draw. All right, so we're just going to go Blast Zone, Azusa's Many Journeys, Castle Garenbrig. Pass the turn. If I could have also played Arboreal Grazer and hit another Castle Garenbrig, that would have been really nice. All right, Narset's pretty good. This is going pretty well for them already. Our hand just got worse as we drew, and their hand got a lot better, so that'll happen sometimes. All right, Memory Deluge is good. I think I'm just gonna go Topiary Stomper. Finally get my forest so my stuff comes into play untapped. Grab the forest, play a Castle Garenbrig. I guess just play Arboreal Grazer, though it doesn't do anything. Pass to them. See what they're up to now. Stuff's starting to get hard for us to... Stuff's getting hard now. This is where we start having trouble against a control deck. If we don't do anything for the first bunch of turns, and we miss like land drops and stuff, like if we could have put in if this was a forest and we could have put it out with Arboreal Grazer, that would be a little bit different, but now we're not close to Topiary Stomper even. All right, Vanishing Verse is good. They're probably gonna kill our Topiary Stomper. And this, yeah, we're not sitting in a really good spot. At least our Azusa Many Journey is gonna turn into a 3/3. And that's gonna be helpful. We have to make sure to remember that we do not want to play this with Narset. We don't want to miss our draw with Growth Spiral, basically. Alright, pass the turn to them. See what they're up to. Not gonna attack with the monkey. Memory Deluge. Yeah, that makes sense. Woo-wee. This is getting tougher. They get to put 2 cards in hand, so they unmulligan themselves now. And we kind of mulliganed ourselves with the second Azusa's Many Journeys. But that's okay still. So what are they gonna do now? They have 5 mana. If they play like a Teferi, that's fine. I actually don't mind a Teferi. What we don't want is for them to like kill both our things and keep out a Narset. Alright, Fatal Push that guy, that's fine. We do have this Blast Zone, which might come in handy. Okay, they're just gonna go to our turn. We're gonna definitely play the Growth Spiral, see if we can draw. I'll play a Castle Garenbrig, and that works out great because now I can get Blast Zone up to 3. What's our opponent up to now, though? Looks like they're gonna cast something. I can't really tell what they're planning. Alright, Vanishing versus my Topiary Stomper. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just going to take the Blast Zone up to 3. And then this way, if they play another Narset, we can kill it. We have some options with this. Otawara, eh? Azusa's Many Journeys, we'll play that. At least it's gonna eventually be a creature. And then I don't think I'm gonna play the Otawara. I think I'd rather just keep that in hand. Pass the turn to them. Omen of the Sea, sure. Get to scry 2, draw 1. Yeah, this is getting tough. Hopefully they don't keep both on top. Ugh. That is bad. Go to their turn. All right, how do we come back here? That's the question. We need to start ripping some really good ones off the top. Yeah, that's fine. They get to draw a card, I assume. Yeah. All right, I am just going to bounce to Fairy, I think. This way they don't get to... they don't get too much value out of it right away, at least. Man, this is gonna be sad, because then I gained 3 life. I'm very far away from, Alright. Well, that doesn't even draw me a card anymore until their turn. Go to their turn. So now we're just gonna play a Growth Spiral in response and concede. Alright, let's go to game 2. I can't believe we lost them on their mulling to 5, but as you can see, this hand just did not work out for us. But we have lots of cards against them now, so let's just bring in all of these. Let's take out the Azusa's Many Journeys, because they're bad. Let's take out 1 Nissa, 1 Cavalier, and I would like to take out 1 land. Probably just a Castle Garenbrig. All right, here we are in game number 2. Yeah, this is a great hand. So we're just gonna go Forest, Arboreal Grazer, pay 2 life for Breeding Pool so we can hold up a Mystical Dispute. I would be surprised if we need it, but still. Okay, play this. Oh wait, this one enters tap, never mind. Pass to them. They molt the 6. Watery Grave, that's fine. We're just gonna play Castle Vantress. Man, I really want to draw land off this, I'll say that much. All right, pass to them. We need to hit our land drops really bad. All right, that is a land drop. So now we're gonna pass to them again and hold up double Mystical Dispute. I like our position currently. Omen of the Sea. Yeah, I think I am gonna counter that. I'm assuming that they're pretty low on lands or resources because they mulliganed. And just keeping them even lower on them seems pretty nice. All right, so let's just go land. I am going to play the Cavalier. It's gonna force them to counter it if they have one. Aether Gust is fine. We will put it on top, sure. Pass to them. And from there, let's see what they play. All right, so let's just play a Cavalier again. And we really would like to hit a blue land of some kind. Well, I wanted an untapped blue land. I guess I should have specified. That is my bad. Because now they get to resolve something here, which I don't love. But I also didn't want to keep waiting until I drew a land. So let's just pass the turn. See what they've got. Oh, cycling a Rafine's Tower is fine. If they want to do something scary here when they untap, that's whatever. Thoughtseize A, okay. Them knowing about Mystical Dispute is annoying, but it's fine. And then putting Yorion into hand is also fine. So let's just attack for 5. Pass the turn. If they do something we want to dispute, we can. But then we get to scry with Castle Vantress at the end of the turn, and that's really nice. Okay, go to my turn. Scry with Castle Vantress. See what we see here. Definitely do not want either of these. That is the problem with some of these ramp decks. Sometimes they just have a lot of misses in them. But eventually they have to deal with the Cavalier of Thorns, so that's nice. Because they're going to go to 8. We're going to pass to them. And we've got Mystical Dispute plus Castle Vantress up again. What you going to do, opponent? Nothing, eh? Alright, I will Castle Vantress again. I might as well. There's no reason not to. Yeah, we do not want more lands, that's for sure. Give me something good. 7. So what are they doing on my upkeep? So this would be before I draw, but it's not dying, it's getting exiled. All right, fine, fair enough. They had something. All right, Nissa was a good hit. Let's just go ahead and play the Nissa. And if they want to counter it, we can Mystical Dispute it. They can Vanishing Verse it if they'd like. Yeah, if they have also a Mystical Dispute, that'd be pretty wild. Okay, so that's good. I'm surprised they used that there. Maybe they've got something they really want to resolve. Let's just make our Temple of Mystery a dude. Get in there for 3 and pass the turn. And I still like our position. 5, they have 6 mana here. They can untap up to, they can make it up to 7 by playing a land. And then from there, what are they gonna do though? They might have a Vanishing Verse for Nissa. And that's annoying, it's good but not too bad. Oath of Kaya, that's pretty good actually. Oath of Kaya is pretty good, because they gain 3 life. They had nothing else though. So from here, I'm just gonna play an Agent of Treachery and steal Deserted Beach. Unfortunately, there's nothing really good for us to steal, but I'm definitely going to take one of their blue mana. Okay, you can tap it. That's fine. I will choose to untap it. If you want to kill it, you're killing one of your own lands, buddy. Get in there for 3 more, pass the turn. I'm not going to play the Arboreal Grazer. I don't want them to know I have nothing else in hand. I want to make them think about it and wonder. Okay, and that'll do it. Let's go to game number 3 after we do some sideboarding. So for game 3, Mystical Disputes were just too good. I'm bringing the 3rd one in. And then taking out... This is tough. Probably just Agent of Treachery. All right, we can't keep this hand. It doesn't have any early ramp. This hand's pretty bad too, but I don't think we can go to 5 against a control deck, so... Land, all right, that is not what we wanted to draw. Agent of Treachery is also not what we want to draw. Well, this isn't going great. But we'll see what they do, okay. Well, we're just gonna go tap Breeding Pool and pass. We got about 1 turn to start drawing Topiary Stompers and other bangers, or this game's pretty much over now. Narset's good, but it gives us the opportunity to draw something good, so 1 time, please. Mystical Dispute, you are a little late. Just a little late. Ugh, okay. Narset, yeah, that's fine. Play a land. Do your stuff. Oh, now we draw the Topiary Stomper. When it lets them resolve a Wandering Emperor. Okay. I'm just gonna pass. Topiary Stomper, you're too late for me to even play. You might be a cute little Chia dinosaur thing, but you are not quite good enough anymore. Sorry, pal. Yeah, you can Omen of the Sea if you'd like. And 2 top, 0 bottom. Ugh. This isn't feeling too good for us right now, but we'll have to see what they do. Ulamog, nice. I think we're just gonna play Topiary Stomper now. Ulamog's like our only real chance now, is my guess. So let's just try to ramp as hard as we can. Pass the turn to them. Yeah, we're definitely going to counter the Memory Deluge. They're going to counter back with a Mystical Dispute. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So they're stuck with... They're at 7 cards in hand right now, and we have 4. Oh, okay. They're really trying to hit a land drop. That's good. That actually gives us a chance. 3, 4, 5. We have 6 mana. We can play a land, 7 mana. Play a Nissa. Okay. Hopefully they don't have anything too good here. Oh, Thoughtseize? Jeez. That's brutal. We're just gonna play a Castle Vantress. I'm just gonna kill the Narset. Actually, no, I think I'm just gonna go face. I don't think Narset is what we need to deal with right now. I think we just protect our Topiary Stomper and slowly approach killing them. I don't think we care about a Memory Deluge. I think we let that resolve because it's on their turn. They're just trying to hit land drops, and they have to find something that kills Topiary Stomper, and I want to counter whatever's going to kill Topiary Stomper. Because right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana for creatures. Go to 9 mana with the island. And that actually puts us in a position to do something. We're really hanging on by a thread, though. Let's just scry with Castle Vantress, see what we find. Ulamog? Actually, I think I'm gonna keep an Ulamog and put Nissa on the bottom. I would like to draw that. Let's hit them for 4 down to 8 now. Because if we can just start chaining Ulamogs, that's pretty good. So no matter what, at the end of the turn, we're just going to negate. Or at the end of the turn, we're just going to Castle Vantress. Yeah, that's fine. You can take something. Yeah, take the negate, that's fine. They drew a Thoughtseize. That was a pretty good draw for them. Okay, that's not too bad for us. What are they gonna do? They kind of have to minus it. Oh, they're not gonna. What are they up to over here? Okay, we're just gonna use Castle Vantress at the end of the turn. See what we see. We just want lands now. Man, actually, I will keep an Agent of Treachery, though. So let's just draw an Agent of Treachery. Man, Castle Vantress is putting in some serious work right now. All right, do you have a counterspell? What you got? Opponent? Probably Absorb is my guess. No, they can't have an Absorb. Oh, okay, yeah. They were able to have an Absorb. All right, that's annoying. From here, ugh. I guess we have to attack Teferi now just to make sure that they can't minus it on my Topiary Stomper. Pass to them. They get to draw a card. Yup. They're at 8 cards in hand. There's just no shot we can win now, right? We get to start dropping Ulamogs, but I don't think that's going to be quite good enough. Because they have what? 3, 6, 7, 8 mana now? Ugh. Teferi's fine. Are they gonna minus it on my Topiary Stomper? Man, I'm confused what they are up to. I don't think these are the plays that they want to be making. Oh, I guess they get to untap 4 lands. Yeah, fair enough. How many cards do they have in their hands? 7 plus all of this. Yikes. Okay, so they get to untap some more lands. Growth Spiral is not what we wanted to draw, but let's see what we get off of it. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so frustrated with myself now. I'm just gonna go face. We're running out of time to kill them, so I'm just gonna go face here. They can play like Wandering Emperor and make a 2/2 or something. All right, they have a Void Run. We'll scry with Chaos of Vantress, but this one's feeling pretty over now. Yeah, that'll do it. Dang. All right, what did we think of the deck? Well, I had a good time playing it. Topiary Stomper looks like a Chia from the Chia stuff, so that's kind of funny. The deck is cool. I like the deck quite a bit. I don't think it's super competitive right now. I think it's too easily interrupted, it's too easily disrupted, but I had a great time playing with it and messing around with it, so it's hard to complain too much. The sideboard, I think the sideboard's pretty good. Maybe one more negate again in for a Healer of the Glade. Seems like our control matchups are the ones where we have the most trouble. I think we actually like facing more aggressive decks. So overall, tons of fun to play. Highly recommend you give it a go. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll Pioneer Explorer in the next one.